town, your team, your school. This is Channel 3's Friday Night Frenzy.
Hello, welcome to Friday Night Frenzy. This is the spring edition. Hello, everybody. We're right here on Channel 3. I'm Joe Zone.
I'm Mark Robbins. So we got a lot of highlights. We're talking baseball, softball, girls lacrosse, boys volleyball, lots more as well. And we're going to begin with our game of the week. North Haven traveling to take on Hamden in a baseball matchup in the SEC. And what an afternoon in Hamden. Green Dragons getting on the board in the first. Ty Damling smoking one down the line into the corner and right. A.J. Aurora on with a single earlier. Scores easily. Damling flying around the bases. Winds up with a belly flop triple. Hamden on top 2-1. 2-2 in the fourth. Hamden with the bases loaded for Cameron Gam. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. Belting the ball over the wall and left for a grand. Make that a Gam slam. 6-2. Hamden on top of North Haven. Does not quit. Top of the seventh. Nate Acevedo comes through with a single. The RBI gets the Nighthawks to within 6-5. Hamden turns to Matt Mangini to close this game out and pick up the save. And Hamden gets the victory, 6-5, now 7-3 on the season. And afterward, the talk, a complete team effort.
Yeah, you know, Joe came out, he pitched well, and the bats were just behind him. We got kind of still in the middle, but we came through, we finished off in the end.
I mean, you saw it in the beginning of the game. Guys were piecing up the baseball. You know, the line drive mentality I talked to you about before the game started, kind of lost it along the way. There was opportunities that we could have given up during the game. We could have stopped playing as hard as we did, but guys were resilient. We put guys who are backups into the game, and they played well. They were ready to go, and that just speaks, you know, volumes to the team that we have. Anybody can step up at any moment and, you know, get a win here.
What a win for Hamden. Let's keep the baseball party going, shall we, by getting over to Duncan Park in Hartford, where undefeated Berlin was taking on Plainville. Let's jump straight into the bottom of the third, where Berlin's up 1-0 with a runner on third. Johnny O'Brien steps up to the dish. He bounces this one on the ground to third, but the throw goes over the first baseman's head. Cody Puzio scores on the play, making it 2-0 Redcoats. A few batters later, Ryan Lavender sends this baseball right back where it came from, bouncing off the pitcher and bouncing into right field. Berlin scores another run there, putting a 4 spot up on the board in the third. Plainville closed the gap a little bit at one point in this game, but in the sixth, Luke Wadstrup blows this game wide open by hitting this ball a mile over the left center field wall for a solo homer. The Redcoats kept piling it on, and Berlin gets the job done, 12-3, improving to 9-0 on the season. Let's drive over to Middletown, where the Lyman Hall Trojans came into the night at 8-1, and they were looking for their 7th win in a row against Xavier. In the top of the first, no score until Owen Rich hits this laser right back up the middle. Ethan Rich comes around to score on the play from second, and helping Lyman Hall take a 1-0 lead. In the second, Nate D'Amico thinks he's got a hit in the right center field gap, but Ronan Finnegan says not today, making an incredible diving catch. That play was so nice, let's see it twice. And now I know I can't be the only one that's thinking it, and I'm going to say it. Da-da-da, da-da-da. The Falcons tried to get back into this game, but Scott Wenzel was just dealing in this one, giving the Trojans a chance to take their lead and build on it in the later innings. Lyman Hall extends their winning streak to 7 games after getting the dub, 7-2. Now, as a sports reporter, sometimes you get the chance to tell some amazing stories. I'm going to be introducing you to Chester's Jenica Matos, who's as good as it gets in the circle while battling a life-altering eye disease. I'll have that story for you in just a few minutes. Until then, Mark and Joe, back to you.
All right, let's keep some of the highlights going to Fisher Meadows and Avon. Avon and Hall of West Hartford, no score. In the third, Avon's got 2 runners on. There's the catch. The throw gets away. That's Avon's first run. Yeah, they go on to beat Hall 8-0. Avon 5-2. All drops to 3-2. And then over to Avon High School for the lacrosse game between Avon and Conard. Conard led 15-0 at halftime, and there's another one. Early second half, Caitlin Walsh for Conard. And here they come again. Aubrey Montessori scores for the other Conard goal. And then Paige Sweeney, a little spin move in front. Conard pulling away. Avon gets a couple late. Maddie Van Valkenburg. That's Avon's first goal, and then another Maddie. Maddie Huang, watch her in front, a couple of reverse moves. Conard wins it, 18-4. They're 6-1. Now, let's go to boys volleyball at Windsor. Two of the top programs in the state. Southington on this side. This is a great run by the server, Alexander Martin, setting up Colin Martin. Block at the net, and that's a Southington point. Martin's continuing to serve. He's got it going. Watch them. They work it around. Windsor keeps it alive, but again, it's set up for Martin. Here it comes at the net. The kill shot, bang. That's good. Martin's served 6 straight points for Southington. Here's another one. And again, Windsor keeps it alive. And then one more big shot there. Connor Fury's turn with the serve. Windsor with a nice dig to keep it alive for Andy Percival. And he finishes that one off. Southington, they won a 3-0. They're 4-3. Windsor drops to 4. And wait for it. No, he got it. All right.
Now, let's go on with our new nominees for the FNF Game of the Week for next week. First up, Newington at Maloney. That's a softball matchup. And the votes are already pouring in. Oxford at Torrington for baseball. E.O. Smith, outstanding club at Windsor, always a power. 33% already. Go to WFSB.com and make your vote count. We'll be voting until Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, and then we'll be at the winning game next Friday afternoon.